Elemental Encoder has to be one of the most broken Keyblades in Kingdom Hearts, just period. This Keyblade is absolutely broken, destructive. I cannot believe Square made this Keyblade exclusive to PC. It's really fun though. I wouldn't say this Keyblade's any ultimate weapon or anything, but it's pretty good. I'd say it's pretty up there. Second form already is a really good form in Kingdom Hearts 3, and this Keyblade just makes second form even better. Like, it makes it even more worthwhile to use than it already is. So let me break down to you exactly why this Keyblade is so good, and you're probably better off using this Keyblade during your playthroughs, aside from it just looking cool and having second form. So this Keyblade comes with a ability called Magic Roulette, a ability that from my understanding is not in any of the other versions of Kingdom Hearts 3 that is exclusive to PC, made for this Keyblade. Now, if you guys remember in previous videos where I talked about this Keyblade, I was curious as to what they were going to attach to this Keyblade, what sort of ability, what sort of exclusive ability they could attach to it, because all the other second forms have things like Firaza, Blizzaza, Starlight has MP haste, I guess, but basically the other exclusive Keyblades have some sort of grand magic that comes with them. And outside of those Keyblades, we have Ever After and Wheel of Fate, which have Waterza and Eroza. The way this works is that basically, since these Keyblades have Eroza or Waterza, you know, automatically equipped to them, I guess you can say, whenever you use magic according to, you know, these Keyblades. So with Wheel of Fate, it would be Waterza, you get Waterza. It doesn't matter if it's Waterga, Water, you will get Waterza no matter what. The same thing applies to the cufflinks in the game as well. These are things you can get very early on. Water cufflink, you can get it in Olympus, and the fire cufflink you could get in Toy Box pretty early on. Pretty broken early game, especially for level 1 playthroughs, having grand magic that early on. But the trade-off is they have to take up a slot in your accessories, and early game you don't have that many accessory slots, like 1 or 2. This is a completed PC file and I only have 3 accessory slots, so take that as you want. But the other benefit of these is they also give you a boost for that relative magic as well, which is pretty good. Now this Keyblade, on the other hand, what Magic Roulette does, it gives you a random situation command such as Firaza without meeting any of the requirements. Now, you would take that by itself and think, okay, that's fine, I guess. Pretty creative, I'd say. But there are a lot of very consistent aspects of it that I think are actually pretty broken, which would for sure make this the best second form Keyblade, just period. So kind of similar to how Ever After and Wheel of Fate give you Waterza and Eroza regardless of what version of arrow you're using, what tier of arrow you're using. Elemental Encoder says, you know what, screw equipping a specific Keyblade for one of those magic spells. It just works for all of them. I'm going to showcase this by purposely putting on just the base versions, the absolute, like, early game versions of all of these magic spells. It doesn't even matter, like, what magic you're using. You just get grand magic just for free. Oh, I am a pretty high level, and we're entangled. The only reason I'm here is because this world is just really cool. But you're going to see me, as you can see, you saw my abilities, you saw my commands, and whenever I get my situation command, which should be about now, yep, and I got Firaza, just like that. So, like I said, we're going to go back here. I'm going to show this to you again. I have absolutely 0 things equipped that should give me Firaza. Nothing, except Elemental Encoder, which gives you a free just grand magic no matter what magic you're using. Basically, if you equip this from the beginning of the game, every magic situation command you use while, you know, using this Keyblade or while building it up with this Keyblade turns into a grand magic spell. That is insane, because what it does is it virtually makes the cufflinks almost useless in terms of grand magic spells. It's still useful for the fire boost and stuff, but there's other, you know, stuff for that as well. But now it's like, if you're one of those people who like challenging yourself with level 1, well, for starters, using this Keyblade is definitely a definitely gives you an edge in the level 1 department. But if you're one of those people that do like to attempt those challenges at all, then this Keyblade is definitely one to equip, because it basically makes it so that all grand magic is, well, Za magic. It's the final tier, no matter what tier you use. I'm gonna test this out with water as well. Let's do it like this. I probably should have picked better enemies to do this on, but still. This combat's so good. I love it. But there we go. Again, like, just like that. You saw in my shortcuts, base water, just water. No water, no water, base water, and I get the final tier if it's magic, just like that. And I get second form on top of that because I, have attraction flows off, so that's another plus. But this is just crazy to have early game. It's absolutely insane. And that's not all either. That's actually not all. Now, the second thing I would like to show you isn't as consistent, but it can happen. And when it does happen, it's pretty good. Essentially, not only is it possible to get just one grand magic, it's actually possible to get two. We're going to test this out, all right? So, I have a theory that on top of giving you a random magic command, and sometimes double Za commands, it also makes the, what's it called? This Keyblade also makes the cufflings almost useless, because I don't think I've gotten regular Watera once during, like, my trip in Olympus. I never equipped the water cuffling. Even though I got it, I never equipped it. So we're about to test this out right now. I have no water cuffling on. All I have is the magic ring. We're gonna try this out. All right. And I'm gonna test that with fire. We might need to build a oh my god, it's so weird doing base combos. Alright, so if I get Za, if I get Firaza, that straight up proves it. And I did. This Keyblade's broken. This Keyblade's literally broken. It gave me Blazaza, then gave me Fire. Yo, guys, this Keyblade. Why they make this is the best? This is the best Keyblade. Well, not the best Keyblade. This is definitely a high tier Keyblade. Like, that is broken. You get 2 situation commands for the price of 1. So on top of being able to get 2 Za spells occasionally, that clip also was from early game. So you know that I didn't have any sort of high tier magic at that point. At most, I would have had a water cuffling, and that would have been it. No new game plus either. That was my first playthrough. So just elemental encoder, and what you just saw got me 2 grand magic spells. It's kind of crazy. The Keyblade doesn't have the best magic stat in the game or anything, so you're still better off likely using things like Ever After or Crystal Snow for grand magic or just magic in general. But think about it like this. On the last hit of your situation gauge, just switch to elemental encoder and you can potentially get multiple grand magic spells for free. Now, do I have a problem with this? Not really. Not at all, actually. I just find it hilarious. This Keyblade looks super cool, and the second form is really fun. So during this fight, I'm just going to use physical combos. No, none crazy. Just physical combos. I just want to see how, like, what I get. Alright, gave me a water Za. Pretty cool. Let's see if it gives me another one. Alright, another water Za. Or we'll just, nothing. Blazaza, like that. Let's see if I can get a third. I want to see if I can get a third. It's probably not going to let me do it. But you don't have to be in the form for it either. To be fair, you do have to have the Keyblade out to do, like, some of this magic. Like, you have to actively build up towards that random situation command while having the Keyblade out. But with Keyblade switching, stuff like that doesn't really matter. Like, imagine, for example, if you have Mirage Staff already unlocked, or you already have it equipped, and then you build up your magic with second form, and yeah, you get Waters, you switch over to Ever After, do the Waters, you still get your Ever After damage. It's like, this Keyblade's insane. That's all I wanted to say today. But if you guys enjoyed today's video, and want to see more like content for the PC release of Kingdom Hearts, please let me know. I'm not the craziest of PC gamers or anything. I don't like upgrade my PC like every couple of months or anything, but I have a pretty decent PC that can handle quite a few games. It's at least good enough to handle this game. So if you want to see certain stuff like certain fights, or if you want to see I don't know, like certain types of mods or recommendations or anything, then I can potentially start and get those discussions, those videos going. But otherwise, if you enjoyed today's video, be sure to leave a like, share the video with a friend or family member, and last but not least, if you have not already and want to become a part of the union, all you have to do is hit that red subscribe button down below. My name is Prodigy, and I will talk to you guys soon. Peace out, you guys. Bye.
Cheese.